So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing extremely well, and this is your very own mass coder this side. So let us continue the DSA series, and up till now we have understood the basic flow of the code, basic structure of the code. We have talked about variables, data types, etc. It is time to move deeper into the coding, and it is time to explore conditionals. Okay, so what are conditionals? Okay, so if I say that I have got you the age of a person, and I want you to tell me whether he is eligible to vote or not, right? So I hope you all know the condition for voting. If your age is greater than equals to 18, you can vote, otherwise you cannot vote. Okay, so when I told you the answer, I said if you are greater than equals to 18, if your age is more than 18, then you can vote. So I raised an if statement, right? If statement. The if statement is a condition. If age is greater than equals to 18 is a condition, age is greater than equals to 18 is a condition, this here is a condition, right? This here is a condition. If this is true, if this is true, I have to return. If this is true, I can vote. Otherwise, if this is false, I say not vote. That is, I am not eligible to vote, right? So you are able to understand this. But how will you use code to make this illustrable? Okay. Now, whenever you arise with a condition, when you have to do something, when it is something true, and if it is something false, you arise with the if-else condition, right? So if-else condition says if age is greater than equals to 18, see out, vote, right? Else, see out, not vote. What do I mean by this here? First of all, I will have to take my age as input, right? Or I can just declare it also. So see in age. Okay. I say if age is greater than equals to 18, the below line of code, that is the 14th line of code, will only execute only if this condition, that is age is greater than equals to 18, evaluates to true. This line of code will only get executed if this condition evaluates to true. Otherwise, if this condition does not evaluate to true, we go into the otherwise section. We go into the otherwise section. The otherwise section in the C++ language is marked as else, and else says you cannot vote. Okay. Now, let us understand what are the few basic things. These curly braces you are able to see are defining the code block of if statement. That is, if this condition evaluates to true, only the lines contained between the curly braces will be executed. Okay. If this doesn't work, if this is not true, then only else block will be executed, and these curly braces execute the code block of else block. Okay. So I hope you are able to understand this. Okay. Now, if I run this program and I say my age is 13, it says not vote. What is happening? Int age, I declared a variable age. I took it as input. I provided the input 13 to it. Right now, age contains 13. Now, if age is greater than equals to 18, so it will put age 13 here, and it says 13 greater than equals to 18. No, that is false. And if it is false, I will not run this code, and I will run this code which is present in else. I will not run the above code, and I will run the code which is present in else, and that, henceforth I will run the code present in the else block, that is see out not vote, and it provided me the answer with not vote. So I hope that is clear to you. I hope that is clear to you. Okay. Similarly, if I say I can drive or not, okay, so I say again my age only, let us comment it out, and I say the same code actually. If age is greater than equal to, let's say 15 for now, for a change, I know it is 18, but I'm saying for a change, let us say it is 15, drive. And now I want you to tell, I want that if his age is not greater than equals to 15, he cannot drive. But I don't want you to explicitly write that, right? Okay, so only want to know if he can drive or not. But I cannot. I don't. If I only want to know that if he can drive, I don't want to know if he cannot drive. Okay, so I don't want an else block here. I don't want an else block here. I don't want to print not drive. I only want to print drive if possible. Okay. So what will happen here? So if I provide the input as 18, it is saying drive. But if I provide the input as 14, it is not printing anything. It is not printing anything. Why it is not printing anything? Because this condition evaluates to false. It is looking for an else block. The else block is not there, and it will just return 0, that is exit the program. Okay. Now, with the help of this example, I wanted to mention this to you, that the else block is optional. That is, it is not mandatory for you to write an else for every if you write. It is not mandatory for you to write an else block or whenever you are writing if statement. Okay. So I want you to know about that. Okay. Now let us look at some more problems. Now, if I say that I will give you a percentage, right, and you will have to give me the grade according to that. Okay. So if my percentage is 91 to 100, okay, if my percentage is 91 to 100, provide me an A grade. Okay, if my percentage is 81 to 90, provide me a B grade. If my percentage is 71 to 80, provide me a C grade. Otherwise, provide me a F grade. That is fail. Okay. So what will happen in this case? So I will say that I will have to take my grade as input. So int grade, C in grade. Okay. The first condition says 91 to 100. Now I want to explicitly define two percentages, that it should be greater than equals to 91, it should be less than equals to 100. So what will I use? In the previous lecture we taught about logical operators, right? Oh sorry, relational operators, right? Where we are using and or not, right? So I want this condition to be true and this condition to be true. Both of them should be true. So what I will use is I will use AND block. So if my grade is greater than equals to 91 and my grade is less than equals to 100, in that case, see out A. Okay. Now, if my grade is greater than equals to 81 and my grade is less than equals to 100, is less than equals to 90, see out B. Similarly, if my grade is greater than equals to 71 and my grade is less than equals to 80, see out C. Okay. Now what will happen here? You will say else F, else F. So if I say else, see out F. It should run fine, right? It should run fine, but it will not. See what will happen. So if I provide an input, let's say 95, it should print A. But it is printing AF. Why is it printing F? If it has already printed A, why is it printing F? If it has already printed A, why is it printing F? This is because this if statement is not connected to this else statement. This else statement is only connected to the above if statement, that is this if statement. Okay. The else statement cannot occur on its own. It needs an if statement and it uses the uppermost. That is uppermost is as in the it is present upside and the closest to us. So if this if statement is the one for else statement. Okay. But I want to connect all of these statement, right? I want to connect all of these statement. So what will I use? I will use an else if operator. So I will say else if. And similarly else if. Now don't try to understand it codingly, programmatically. Try to understand it through English. What does it say? If this condition is true, see out A. Okay. If this condition is not true, go to this statement else if. That is now different condition. If this condition is true, then execute this code. Okay. Otherwise, again false. So this condition is true. Execute this code. If all of these conditions are false, only then execute this else block. Or if I repeat, if all of these conditions are false, only then execute this statement of code. Okay. So let us try now. So if I provide the same input 95, it should print A now. So you can see it is printing A correctly. Okay. So we have talked about if else up till now. Now I want control Z. Now I want you to tell me the answer for this, right? Let us comment, not comment it out. And I say grade greater than 91 and 95. Okay. It is unfair, right? It is unfair, but I'm saying if I mistakenly type 95, will it return me AB now? So if I say my grade is 92, So you can see 92 is lying in the range of this also and in the range of this also. So it should print me uh, A, B both. Let us try to run it. If I press enter, it is only printing A. It is only printing A. The reason for that is as soon as any if statement is executed, I run out of this code space and I went to this line. So what I'm saying is as soon as any code of line is executed, by executed I mean true, that is the if condition evaluates to be true. In that case its code gets executed, and then the code comes to the line after finishing of else block, after finishing of else block, right? So this is all for the conditionals. I hope you have liked the video, because I have covered almost all the topics of if else if, right? These are the only conditions. There is also one conditional known as switch, but that will not be used in the DSA. I'm teaching only DSA specific things here, so I don't think that you will be using if else or you will be using switch in the longer run. So thank you for watching my video, hope you liked it, and for more such content subscribe to my channel and share my videos. Thank you, have a nice day.